Decided to put the pressure on. I think he's going to have trouble getting rid of David Webb here. David's actually flopped the hand, so unfortunately for Brian, he's going to have to get lucky.
Brian Johnson all in for the second time this evening. He started with the best, but right now he's in a situation where unless he catches a jack, king, or ace, he's out of this tournament. Turn and river to come. Johnson needs help.
He's about of a 2-to-1 dog in this pot now, and that's no help to him. He now can't hit a king. So he's now looking at 3 jacks and 3 aces to improve. You've really got to fancy David Webb to go even further into the lead and for us to lose our number 6 player.
Webb bent over the table, and the blank red 4 on the river gives him the goods and does the dirty to Brian Johnson. The American living in London here never got going.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to mix it up, and when he found a couple of big hands, he kept on walking to David Webb, who managed to outflop him. So for Brian Johnson, is our first man walking.
Brian Johnson loved the ace-king when the cards were dealt, but when the flop came down and the money went in, David Webb was ahead. No help for Johnson on the turn or river, and 2 queens, 1 pair only, beating Johnson's ace high and sending him to the showers.
The trip 5s really crippled me. I didn't know him well enough to know whether I could scare him off that first hand where I had the ace-queen and he had the pair of 5s. He makes the set. I'm reading him for probably ace with good kickers, so I'm in real trouble.
Look at that Manhattan, Gary. Down, down, down. He's only won 3 pots.
Yeah, none of them very big. He's kind of let himself bleed away a little, not really got involved in any big pots that have given him a chance, and he really needs to start making some more moves.
Okay, 6,000.
Garber not getting any cooperation from the cards. He'll have to create his own luck, and now has found the 6,000 big blind. But it's El Blondie who's down to 1 tall stack of yellow and a scattering of blues. And here comes Arthur. Oh, first big hand we've seen. Big pair tonight.
17,000 total.
2 ladies worth 17,000. Sorry, we have seen aces earlier, but first big pair in quite a while anyway. 17,000 called by Zisselman from the button with the suited ace-8. Is that optimistic?
Pass.
Well, he knows that people might have to start raising it with weaker hands, and he's not sure whether his ace-8's in front, but he's happy to see the flop with it. It's possibly a little bit optimistic. If you're going to call this bet, if you think you're in front, then put the pressure on Arthur and re-raise him. If you think you're behind, you should be mucking it, but let's see if he gets lucky.
Zisselman has missed. Manfredi loves that flop with 2 queens, and we'll see if he decides to bet. Yeah, strong move to the center. And that might be enough to chase Zisselman.
52,000.
Oh, that's a big bet.
That's probably going to win him the pot. Alex never really knew where he was in this pot.
Zisselman dwelling up on this one, but he can't seriously be considering it, can he, Gary?
I wouldn't have thought so. I think he's...
Pass.
That's the fault. He's folded 1, so I'll keep the ace. No, he folded both, did he? Give the money to Arthur Manfredi.
That's put him out of the immediate danger zone there for Arthur. That's a really good pot for him to pick up.
So with nearly 95,000, Manfredi currently 3rd. And 2 players are on the edge of the cliff.
All I could be doing is walking out the door if you call her.
Those are the 2 on his right, Colclough and Garber.
Sometimes you should put in your chips when you feel that way. You may have won.
Manfredi said you should have called. I don't think he would have liked it if an ace had come, but I think he's happy to pick up that pot.
Yeah, that's what I figure. It's time to start making some moves, guys.
You never get called when all your chips are in the middle, Arthur. You can never get knocked out the tournament, so I'd always like to win a small pot.
Well, it's the 2 short stacks in the blind here, and we'll see which one of these bullies wants to pick on him. Can't imagine Manfredi's considering those, but he's eyeing those chips greedily over on Colclough and Garber's side.
Big lay down,
Pass.
Arthur.
Pass.
Webb doing his usual. The yellow chips have been lucky for him, and he'll
Call.
call with the Queen 9 suited.
Call.
Here comes Garber. Not a bad hand. And Colclough happy for the free flop with the 7 high. Bullet high flop and the Chessmaster first act, but it's a powerful board there for Webb,
Check.
isn't it?
Queen? Sure.
Check.
Middle pair plus 4 hearts to a
15.
flush draw.
15,000.
It's one of the best flops in Hold'em, isn't it, when you have 2 suited cards and you get the pair and the flush draw.
Absolutely. Very powerful flop for him there.
Gerber, of course, Jack would make him a straight. King would put him ahead too.
As long as it's not the King of Hearts. He's not got a lot of cards to hit against David here. But he knows he's got to take a chance sometime soon.
Must be considering a move here. Thinking maybe Garber doesn't have the Webb doesn't have the ace.
I think he's that's exactly what's going through his mind. He thinks if he's got an ace on the button, he's going to be raising it. So maybe if he has hit the Queen, he can bully him off it.
The bet was 15,000. Garber could have done no more
Pass.
than to double it. Pass, pass. Give Webb the pot. And he probably showed the Queen of Hearts, which is a powerful card for that board.
Yeah.
But he's really comfortable. I think he must feel almost invincible now, Gary.
Yeah, he's hit a few flops. He's played good. He's bullied when he hasn't hit the flop. He's looking like a real force to be reckoned with in this heat.
Of course, there are 314,000 chips that David Webb doesn't have. It's never over till it's over.
Sir?
There are 6 more nights of poker here on 5. Going to that final table, partypoker.com European Open. This is a $360,000 tournament, and these players have put up $10,000 apiece to compete here. All of which will be split up between that final table. Cards out now, and it's Zisselman.
Pass. Pass. Pass.
Pass, pass, pass. That's not Colclough's MO at all, and he's just made up the small blind with the Jack high. Manfredi's got him strangulated here. Queen Jack versus Jack 8.
You might be playing small playing up there. Possible. That's right.
These two chatting quite a bit, Gary.
Check.
Yeah, David's very comfortable at the table, and he's engaging Arthur in an awful lot of conversation. He also happens to be quite a
Check.
friendly guy, Dave, so I don't know whether he's got an ulterior motive trying to read him. And
Check, check. Ace hits the turn. Neither player has nothing, but Manfredi's Queen high is
I'm worried
tops.
about the 6 and the ace.
Sir?
So I'm more worried about the 6 and the ace.
8,000.
Very unlikely I have a 6. You might have one.
That's a loaded question. The bet is 8,000, and Manfredi, tough to figure out this one is winning, but it is.
Pass.
Has laid it down. Respect there for David Colclough. And that was not a big pot, but 12,000 in chips, Gary.
still, every chip at the moment counts for David. And he's stacking up a nice large stack of 1,000 chips there, but that's...
I tell you, he's so friendly, you would never imagine he's robbing you.
saying he's more worried about the 6 than the ace.
Colclough has been around, impressing people in Las Vegas, as well as all over Europe.
Okay. That'd be great.
Won quite a few tournaments of late.